Ranjith K.Alphonse. I am a counselor, psychologist, practicing family counseling for the past 10 years. There have been many people who came to me struggling with their family life. I have offered little help. I believe this video can also assist you in your family struggle. My dear friends, we need to understand the family life a little more detailed manner. Here is an American psychologist, a female psychologist, dual, comes up with the beautiful 8 stages of family life. I would like to brief you about all these 8 stages, and finally I would like to also add up a little perspective of mine. First stages, she speaks about a honeymoon stage, wherein she speaks about the life of a couple, probably 1 to 1.5 years that the couple could spend with one another, understanding one another. There will be less of responsibilities, more of joyfulness. When they are able to understand, able to communicate, and able to spend their time totally for one another, probably the rest of the stage can turn out to be a positive one. If there is a little bit of difficulties arising in honeymoon stage, of course the lifelong burden of pain will continue to exist, my dear friends. That is the beauty of this honeymoon stage. I believe the younger couples do spend time with one another so as to enjoy the rest of your life. The second stage is called childbearing, child rearing stage. When the honeymoon stage goes well, then the process of lady becoming pregnant, lady delivering the child, and the couples taking care of the child in a proper manner. There will be lots of joy and happiness do come. At the same time, if there is some negativity elements seen, there will be lots of difficulties to, like medical expenses, financial expenses. They were not able to spend for one another. That sort of difficulties can come inside. Third stage, which we speaks about child with the preschool stage, wherein when the child is able to walk up, grandparents are happy, couples are happy, neighbors and friends and the relatives are happy. If the child unfortunately born with some sort of difficulties of disabilities, then the child and the family, everybody is in the sorrow or the sad mood, my dear friends. Painful stages, medical expenses, all other expenses could trouble the family and the couples very much. And that takes us to the fourth stage, particularly if it is a positive children, positive parenting. Then the fourth stage, which we speak about, child going to the school. Okay, school experience, particularly 5 to 6 years, the child is going to the school. At the very beginning, if the child is going through positive experiences, lots of reinforcement is being given, positive affirmations are given in the school and the family, child will turn out to be accepting oneself, also trusting oneself in a confident manner. And the fifth stage takes us to the child with the adolescent children, particularly teenage, wherein the teenage, when the childhood is proper, teenage will turn out to be lots of risk taking will take place, lot of positive affirmations, lot of achievements will take place, lot of accomplishment will take place. In the school, he will be a darling to everyone, my dear friends. That takes us, if there is some difficulty, some negativities puts into the adolescent boy, that can turn out to be dropouts. That can turn out to be lots of other difficulty the adolescent might experience. A lot of rejections, a lot of loneliness, a lot of other antisocial behavior also could be seen. And that takes us to the sixth stage, university education. That's what the psychologist calls as launching centers. Probably at that moment, child goes to the university to study. The child goes, particularly getting married in Indian situation, getting married and going to another family, wherein these couples are now, if they are happy couple, they are sending the child happily to the university studies, happily to the marital life. If there is some difficulties, again, university education or the married life of the younger child will turn out to be little more difficulties, struggles in the family, my dear friend. That takes us to seventh stage. Seventh stage, we call it as middle-aged parents. In the middle-aged parents, we come to know the women menopause stage starts, wherein she also goes through a lot of difficulties. If they were proper honeymoon stage experiences, even this middle-aged stage will not be any trouble to them, because this is the retiring stage. Couples could once again spend time with one another. There is no more children. Children are moved out to another area. Middle-aged time, they are with one another, retiring. They have sufficient time to spend with one another. Therefore, if If the honeymoon stage was good, this stage also can turn out to be beautiful one. If there isn't, otherwise, if there was no honeymoon stage proper, this stage can turn out to be a healthy type of an experience. That takes us to the final stage, my dear friends. Couples, the old age family life. In the old age family, sometimes one couple remains, another couple dies and goes. Okay, when there is a positive experience in the beginning of their family life, this will continue to experience lots of faith in one another, lots of hope in one another, trusting element continues to be with, there may not be any sexual relationships, but rather the presence of one another, thinking about the beautiful memories of the previous one can turn out to be their life. Old age could be spent in a proper manner. Otherwise, my dear friend, if there was a negative elements present in the beginning of their marital life, this can turn out to be a despairing experience. This can turn out to be a hopeless type of an experience. This can turn out to be a stagnant type of an experience where you keep on blaming one another, where you keep on attacking another for the sake I was having a hopeless family life, my dear. These are the 8 stages, my dear friend. Of course, my dear friends, there was a lack of time that I am not able to endure with you in a little more detailed manner. Yet, my dear friends, you can always contact me through this video, whereby I can offer lots of help and support. Support with one another. I will be very happy if your family life is good. I will be very, very supportive if you are in need of any help. I am here once again, my dear friends, thanking everybody who are videoing, who are going through this video, and if it is of great help, please do make little comments so that it can encourage us to continue to contribute something for the family life. Thank you, my dear friends.